All right, let's jump into the news of the day. What did you make of David Tepper's press conference? I was confused when he said that they were thinking of trading up to 2 because they thought the Texans were going to go 1 for Young, and they were thinking of going to get Stroud. Suss that one out for me. I got confused by that, Mike.
I was at first too, and then I got to thinking and remembering some of the reporting that happened at the time, and our friend Jay Glazer had reported at the time that initially the Bears were talking about a flip-flop with the Texans, so the Texans could get number 1, and then Panthers, Bears, 2 and 9. So it would have been end result Texans, Panthers, 1-2. That may be what Tepper was referring to in a roundabout way without providing the background and potentially confusing people who are like, wait a minute, how do the Texans end up drafting before you? That's how 1-2 flip-flop and then 2-9 trade.
I appreciate that. So what did you make of him saying, hey, it's been reported, let's talk about it. Yeah, we were thinking about C.J. Stroud, but we love Bryce Young. What'd you make of that, Mike?
Well, there are 2 important facts that I am going to try to confirm or debunk. And the problem is people aren't going to be willing to say anything on the record. The folks who have been fired have buyouts that hinge on keeping your mouth shut about anything regarding the team, or you jeopardize the ongoing payments. But Tepper said 2 things. 1, it was unanimous among the coaches and the scouts that Young was the guy. And 2, he didn't chime in. The owner didn't chime in until the very end of the process, until everybody else had weighed in on what they wanted to do. That to me is critical if it's true. And I tend to think it isn't. One of the metaphors I'll use, or simile as the case may be,
nice,
for somebody who's really rich and very powerful. And it's a twist on the old Steinbrenner calzone thing. Like if you walk in the front door of the building and the receptionist has a bowl of Kit Kats, and the owner has never seen a Kit Kat before and pops one open and eats it and says, that's the best candy I've ever had in my life. That's all he has to say. Everywhere you look from that day forward, every drawer you open, every cabinet that you pull in your direction, Kit Kats are going to be falling out everywhere. That's the power and influence implicit in being a multi-billionaire. You never have to say, go buy Kit Kats. All you have to say in the presence of someone who works for you, I really like that Kit Kat. So that's what I want to know. Did Bryce Young get any sort of direct, indirect, subtle, explicit, whatever comment from David Tepper that caused people to think, well, we know where the boss is going to be at the end of the day, so let's just get there on our own.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.